Greetings everyone and welcome back to Rimworld and of course to the town of Stygian Sanctuary, where very recently we set off our caravan. So there is now effectively a race happening. Now there are two things that I want to address immediately. Yes, I absolutely split Kaya and Atlas up. They had a few days. They always knew the plans. I see their marriage as being something of, well, we may as well do it now because we'll miss the chance otherwise. And it was quite beautiful in that sense. But plans aren't going to change. Kaya was always going to be Dark Aavak's battle sister, mostly because she was the most handy with combat and I wanted a fairly small caravan going out. However, one thing that quite a few people have missed is that very early in the series, I did mention that I wanted to try and get most of the town away. Now, there is certain things with that. Largely, anyone who is not particularly ever going to be useful to us, yeah, they're not coming. Now, there's two things that are going to be happening here. One, if I have the entire town leave in one go, we're not going to have enough food for the trip. Also, that would be a rather unfair thing to do because this is a fairly big base. There are certain things that you're going to need. You need I would say about 3 or 4 people to have a base of any kind of size running well, because you have that many different jobs that always need to be done. You always need new clothes, you always need new food, so on and so forth. So you can't really have one person easily do all of it and also mine and trade and build a ship. So the idea ultimately was going to be there was going to be about 3 or 4 people possibly staying behind to try and manage this. Now, the main part of the run now, the race, is getting us out as far as we can towards the ship. We will be using this to send supplies periodically where we can. But what I would like to do, and perhaps something that I failed to properly express, is having Dark Aavak and Kaya just head out. We minimize the risk of any caravan ambushes. For example, if we have Dune, as we have right now, get wounded in a caravan ambush, the caravan ambushes seem to scale based on the value of the caravan and also the amount of people in the caravan, because each pawn effectively has a value. Life absolutely has a value in the Rimworld, and its value is some arbitrary number that means that you'll get about that many raiders with equipment for just a person. A very well-trained person, someone who's got a lot of skills, especially combat skills, is seen as more valuable still. Now, one of the downsides to that is if we send a large caravan, we will need lots of muffalos to carry all of that food. What will happen there is if we get attacked, we're not going to have any defenses to speak of, and those muffalos are going to die. Or at least a couple of them are going to get taken out. And when that happens, anything they were carrying is just going to be left on the floor. So by having a very small and more combat-focused group with a minimal amount of just purely luggage animals, we're going to reduce the kinds of raids that we're going to get, and also we're going to increase our ability to deal with those raids, because a larger amount of the potentially woundable people are combat characters, so they're going to be generally a little bit better at taking care of themselves. And where there's going to be a less of a likelihood that a purely pack animal is going to be taken down. Our people don't carry much compared to a muffalo, let's be honest. Now, we have got a lot of meat out here, so while I'm talking about all of this, let me go out and take care of that. I'll be bringing along Valerie, I'll be bringing along Wilson, Horror Story as well. Yeah, Flurgles, because that shotgun is so useful in hunting. It is so ridiculously useful for hunting. We will absolutely be wiping you out. Now, I'm a little bit afraid that one of the animals here... Oh, no, none of them are actually old colony animals. Very well, then we don't particularly care. But what I'm hoping to see happen is Dark Aavak and Kaya will get a certain amount of way. They're going to create a waystation. Now, winter is coming, so traveling all the way there through the winter, it's going to be pretty hard, but thankfully we've got a particularly fast group right now. And the ideal outcome would be they'll make a small base somewhere along the way, midway along, and well, possibly not even close to midway, probably 1/4 if we're lucky, and then we'll send out the next group, maybe 2 or even 3 people along. They might not have to carry as much this time, especially if we do implement the idea, which was a fairly late addition to my plans, of using the drop pods to get stuff out to them, because that is going to be significantly better than some of the alternatives. Now, if that works out the way I hope, come back here, you scallywag. No, it's onto us. It knows what's coming. All right, there we go. Then what I would ultimately like is we'll leave only about 3 or 4 people here eventually and have several different caravans in various stages of making it from one way station to the next. As each group moves on, they can seed that way station, because it will effectively be a town. Or maybe we'll do it in relay, like Dark Aavak and Kaya will set up the first place, and then we'll send over the next couple, and they'll then wait there while Dark Aavak and Kaya move on again to set up the next way station. And at that point, now there's someone sitting in that way station, we'll send the next pair on from Stygian Sanctuary, and it'll slowly but surely will move over quite a lot of our colonists, and hopefully we will get to the point where we get most people off, because that was realistically always the plan. And I don't think we're gonna it's gonna take us a long time to get the plasteel together to build a ship for this many colonists over here. I think it would be much better if we balance it out a little bit by having a couple of people taking a more esoteric route by having the AI help them out, and then a couple of people also making use of the of actually building a ship. The cost to do that will be significantly reduced. Right, I want these hauled pretty sharpish. It is fall, so things will rot out here, but generally they're going to be fairly cold. Actually, no, it is frozen. It is -5. Wow. Okay, well, fair enough. Again, thankfully, Dark Aavak and Kaya are pretty fast. Horror Story, for example, is not coming. As much as I would like Horror Story to come, because she's a very useful colonist, not Horror Story. Doesn't want improvements. As a result, will be incredibly slow. There we go. Let's get you sorted. This also gives us a little bit more time to try and funnel in the funds to try and get the group there. But I will confess, there's a part of me that really wanted to try and get over there quickly. It's not going to happen. The race is going to be extremely unfair, I feel, if we try to do that. It's not really a race. I'm more or less saying that some people won't be getting off the planet. But as it stands, as much as I wanted to wrap up the series ahead of the release of Alpha 18, I don't think we're going to be able to. It's going to come out. So what I may do, and I'm actually looking for input on this, I may even put a little poll card up, and people can vote directly, is we could just go ahead and have 2 series of Rimworld active at once, with this one maybe being a few weeks to maybe even a month away from completion. I feel the completion, if we get the whole colony away as much as we can, because understand, realistically speaking, one group is going to be technically left behind, because the moment that one of the groups gets off the planet, that ends the series, and so the other group never leaves, as far as the game is concerned. But you know, in the lore, they'll already have their means assured, so they'll just be leaving a day later or something. You know, having a bit of time to say goodbye to friends and family. And on that note, I need to find out which faction is Dark Aavak's paramour. We need to know. Damn it! I'm gonna need to drop by. Acquaintance? No, wrong person. Where's Dark Aavak? No, wait, no, what? There we go. Right. Democratic Dominion of Eastion. That would be you. Okay, so we're gonna need to call in a couple of these villages on the way, and settle reasonably near them, and constantly ask them to pop over as guests until eventually we can recruit her. Or maybe not. Maybe this is one of those. You know, it's just like a vacation love. It's like, yeah, where I'm only here for the summer, and so we have that time. But let's not let the harsh realities of the fact that I am going to leave spoil what is otherwise a beautiful romance budding. We'll always have these memories. Maybe it's something like that. Maybe that's more the sort of thing the Dark Aavak would want. Less complicated. He always was a one warg man, after all, and I don't think Yoko would put up with anyone long term trying to steal Dark Aavak's attention. Yeah, that would probably end badly. It's just as well he didn't bring Miss Minnie, because I'm fairly certain Yoko would have had a snack on the way. Let's be honest. Come on, a jealous warg is a dangerous warg. In fact, a warg full stop is a dangerous warg, so a jealous one is even more dangerous. Yikes. Okay, I have set up our refinery to produce up to 250 chem fuel from organics. It will unpause at 55 if it drops below that. I have no idea how much these things use. We've got a lot of steel needed though, which is a bit of a potch really. At this point, I'm actually going to delete this zone, as much as it pains me. Maybe we could set this up as more of a Actually, you know what? Yeah. I set this up as a tree. A nursery. I think that's a fantastic idea. Sure. Actually, no. Let's go for a pine tree. It will probably be a little bit more hardy, given the conditions. That would be a much better area for wood. But right now, I've got all sorts of things set up for us to make food from, so I don't think we need that area reserved. I do want a roof over this. Even though this is going to be an outdoors facility, I do want it to be roofed at the very least. So let's pop down a little bit of concrete as well. Actually, let's pop the concrete. No, we will actually go all concrete around this area. In fact, we'll take the concrete all the way down here as well. And then we'll have paved tiles moving up. We'll have a stone wall around there though. Sorry, a slate wall. There we go. I'm not sure if they'll be able to get around and stand on this. We'll have to see. We will see that though. But look at that. Our path is finally finished. Oh my lord. And there's a party. Rhapsody is throwing a party. Everyone who goes will gain joy and social energy and a lasting positive mood boost. Ah, good. You're throwing a party in one of the nicer areas. Good times are these. So, what? What? In a party of all things? Flurgles has started a fight with Valerie. What did you say to Flurgles? Insulted Flurgles. This drove Flurgles into a rage and she began a fist fight. Why do you dislike her so? Had a cathartic fight. Plus 38. Insulted, slighted, chit-chat, harmed me, killed major enemy. Why are you two enemies? I don't understand. I'm actually quite confused by this. No, I have no idea. Oh. Well, I mean, ouch. I don't think we're really gonna be able to fix that one. Oh wait, looking at the wrong one. Never mind, all is well. We can fix it. Oh, thank goodness. I was genuinely like, I don't know, we're never going to be able to. Let's just keep Jana and Flurgles apart from now on. But really? You hate Valerie as much as someone who murdered your mother? Oh, well, killed your mother, probably in self-defense, because she said some nasty things. Oh, actually, maybe she said it about her mother. You know what? I'm not getting involved in this. Dark Aavak has left this colony. Dark Aavak is not there. Dark Aavak doesn't have to put up with your shenanigans. Oh, my lord. You want Argay fruit. In return, you'll give us an evil AI. Had enough problems with the evil AI, frankly. Don't care. Don't care for your Argay fruit. I'm sorry, but no. Right, what have we got down here? We have got the Stonecutter's table. So I would like to copy all. I would like to paste it in here. And glorious times, we can now do away with this. And in fact, uninstall this one. Now, this room should be being kept warm. It is. Glorious. We are, however, going to need a vent to move some of this heat across. Now, again, as I was saying, it is all up for debate on whether we go ahead and continue the series long term. I would like to personally, but it is a long investment, especially when Alpha 18 comes out and everything is brand new and more funky. Right, set target fuel level. I would actually like it to be full at all times. Whomp. Max distance 66 tiles. Is that all I can do? Well, if we make our colony 66 tiles away, then that would be all right by me. Sure. Build colony. Sorry, build copy. Could I merge them and have more of them fire? I don't know. Either way, go ahead and set that up, please. I think it'll be glorious. Alright, let's get that down. Okay, we're not doing too terribly badly. And the party is finished, though a bunch of people left the party early, frankly, because people kept insulting their dead mother. That is so wrong of you. I thought better of you. This may be Stygian Sanctuary, and Dark Aavak may have taught you to hopefully be remarkably hardy of feelings, especially with, constantly eating people. But, there are some things you just don't do. My goodness. And I am blaming Valerie for that one. Valerie was the one who sent the insult. We don't actually know it was about a dead mother. Maybe Valerie's like, I would never. I mean, yes, I said something about the way their face looked, but their dead mother, how dare you imply such a thing? Which I suppose it would be fair, really. Sorry for insinuating such a thing. However, I strongly suspect it was actually the case. Right, let's get you down there. Flurgles, I'm really sorry you're not going to have any time. Horror Story, I'm bringing you out as well. Valerie, you stay back because, no. However, we do need someone who's a little bit more of a hauler now because we've taken our primary haulers away. Huh. Horror Story, you're not going to be handling them all the time. So I'm actually going to increase that to a primary for you. If you could handle that for me, I would be deeply in your debt. Likewise here, I really want priority hauling done. Someone needs to have it as a very high priority. We've got a lot of food here, though. Let's go and check on the world. How's the group doing? They're moving up a road, which is fine. Now, we've got a lot of forest on the path, and that's going to be an amazing thing because our path is mostly forest. In fact, I think it is, except for a couple of stretches across desert, which we could avoid, realistically speaking, it is by and large forest, which means for us, it's going to be extremely easy for us to get food. Just drop off, grab a bunch of noms, set up a little bit of a way station. Can I see how far somewhere is from a place? No. That is a bit of a shame. Like, if I pop it there and pop it over here, does it tell me how far it is? No, it doesn't. That's a bit of an annoyance. We might have to set up these places along the way. We'll have bunny hopping chem fuel stations. I'll be using chem fuel to launch chem fuel to the next place to refuel it, so I can launch more chem fuel from the first place to the second place, and then have the second place launch that chem fuel to the oh, it's going to be funny. And by funny, I mean I'll laugh at it because it'll make me feel less sad. But yeah, oh my lord. Caravan meeting by Caravan 1. Your caravan has met peacefully with a caravan from Altioium Equal Confederation. The other caravan is composed of 5 mercenary gunners, 9 town guards, 1 town trader, and 3 dromedaries. I think we'll be trading and not doing anything besides. We haven't really got much to trade, though. Ultimately, I probably should have brought some of the metal with me because I had a lot at the time. I really should have. Oh well. We've got loads of medicine. Quite a few people said, oh, you haven't taken any medicine, you're doomed. No. I made sure I brought quite a lot of medicine. Good medicine at that. We even have penoxycyllin to make sure that our people are taken care of. But I've got, nothing, no money to trade. And they don't seem particularly interested in what I have to trade. I could get a little bit of this, though. All that would get us really is meat, though. And it's not strictly something I need. We'll probably be getting a decent amount of Deadman's apparel and the likes before too long, so that's fine. Now, we'll move on. Thank you, though. That's very nice to see. Current estimated time to destinate. How can we be out of food? We had, like, several days worth of food. I don't quite get that. We had more than enough food for the journey. This is worrying because I mean, you got loads, but I mean, you got loads of pemmican. What are we out of? Oh dear. Yoko can't eat pemmican. That is very unsatisfactory. Health. Do we have any info here about how hungry you are? Raw meat and corpses. Drat. Of course, yes. That was rather bad. Now, what? We got a buffalo calf? What? Okay, well, I'm going to need you guys to break off a little bit and get some raw meat then. That is much sooner than I would have liked. Okay, in fact, we could settle there. There's just going to be a road there. That's actually fine. No, I don't want to split the caravan. Just go ahead and settle. Now, we are going to be abandoning the settlement fairly quickly after this. This is going to be a very, very brief stop, but look at this place. It's huge. Lots of water, lots of road, lots of meat. And this is what I'm happy about, is we're going to have loads of material. We could perhaps even gather some things like components to trade, which would be fine. Okay, but that was all on me. I sold all of the food for Yoko, and that was very, very dumb. Okay, well, let's just make sure we've got everything we need set up. Yeah, we do. We don't need any kind of research. And cleaning is, well, it is something that I want done. But for the most part, we should be okay. Wardening, we're not really going to have to do that. Cooking, hunting, yes, that's fine. You do construct, which is great. Mining, okay. Right. First things first then, we're going to need to set up a few things. I wish there was like some sort of template you could create for building a settlement so that you wouldn't have to go through the rigmarole of doing this every single time. But unfortunately, that is not. So we'll just set up something nice and quick. We don't have any real means of making heat, so we're going to be relying on campfires. That's fine. This is a super temporary settlement. This will be much like the previous settlement I created for mining. Have no usable materials. Oh, right. Okay, fine. I'm fine with that, but I really just want so I can lay this down. And let's pop this down. This can be a storage for pretty much everything. Allow all. Go ahead. Start moving things in there then. There we go. Got some wood. Good. Let's set up this settlement then. Okay, there we go. This is everything we're going to need in here. We've got table, chairs. We'll have a campfire for plenty of light. I'd add a bill. We're going to need to... what I would like is to be able to butcher. Right, I'm going to need to set that up slightly differently. And then, aren't I? I forgot. I do not have that particular mod at the moment. I used to have one that would allow you to butcher at a campfire, but that's fine. We can just set up a butcher table as soon as we've got the wood made. There we go. Okay, well, yeah, sure. You can milk Muffalo. You got a little bit. Keep up the good work. We've got a bed at the very least. Yoko, we will get you food very, very soon. We'll allow the wildlife here to go to sleep, and then we will take them down. Minor break risk. Flurgles and jam. No, that's fine. We don't mind about that. It's okay. Dark Aavak, it's your break time. I'm afraid that Yoko takes priority, so let's get all of this place cut down. There we go. I would like for us to get a butcher table right there. We'll also make outdoors. Gonna get a bit of a penalty. It would be better inside, wouldn't it? Okay, we're going to deconstruct that. We will move these around instead. But Dark Aavak and Kaya, you are both drafted. Need to slay some of the creatures so that Yoko at least has corpses to eat. There we go. Good girl, Yoko. Yoko isn't just going to sit around. Yoko will hunt for her own food as well. Right. Take fire. Okay, Kaya, stop shooting at that one now that Yoko is involved. Dark Aavak can simply take a couple of bullets thanks to his shield. Oh, Yoko's taking a little bit of damage there. How you doing, Yoko? Oh, it's just a bruise. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. Dark Aavak, can you finish off the caribou? There we go. Well done. Yoko, that is now free for you to devour. Let's move Kaya down. I actually really like the game when you just... when everything is a little bit more... Close scale. Let's put it that way. Right, you can move over here. That's right, Yoko. You can run it down. I should just let Yoko go free. She's a lot faster than Dark Aavak. Dark Aavak was used to being the fastest one, but no more. No longer will you be the very fastest. Okay, stop. Okay, that's fine. The shot glanced off Dark Aavak's shield. That's all okay. Kaya, could you please, I guess, haul the rat corpse or something? It's fine. Dark Aavak and Yoko will take care of the rest. Go ahead. Let's take this one out. They all need to be slain, but we'll do that later. I just want to make sure there's plenty of food available for Yoko, basically. There we go. Yoko, let's have a look at your health. Yeah, a couple of bruises. One is a bit of a nasty bruise, but it's fine overall. Right, okay. Dark Aavak, could you please finish off the caribou? We won't kill them all. There we go. Just because we don't have time, really. And there we go as well. Good, good, good. Go ahead. We'll get them all brought back as a priority. They won't go down out here that easily. They won't rot, that is. We do need to finish this wall, though. I quite desperately need to finish this wall. Because otherwise, it's going to be bloody cold for everyone on the inside. Let's get a last couple of things chopped down, and then we should be good. Carry on, Dark Aavak. Oh, mad animal. Local wild boar. Oh, that's fine. That's not going to be a problem for anyone, I don't think. Well, I hope not. The main thing, though, Dark... Oh, it's done. It should be getting warm now. Maybe. Possibly not. Oh, it's unroofed. Drat, damn it, blast. Smoke belt worn by flugels deteriorated away to nothing. That's fine. Got plenty of stuff to trade back here, actually, which is good. Valerie, how you doing? You're alright. You've been in a couple of scraps, but could you actually... for those bruises, I'm going to turn off medicine for something like that. Dark Aavak, I'm afraid you're not going to get asleep just yet. I need you to tend to Yoko. It's not fair that she's just sat there all hurt. Sure, you can have some noms, but we do need this place roofed. So, could you get on that for me? Yes, prioritize building the roof. No, all of the roof. No, not just some of the roof. We want the place sealed off from the cold. Oh, you lazy bum. Is that it? Is this now indoors? No, it's still unroofed. Build more. More roof. Someone hasn't got a roof. Is it now indoors? There we go. Oh, there is something to be said. Oh, you wretch. Now the problem is that, yeah, you will. And so will everything else, apparently. Can't be having that. So, oh, dread. Don't have the resources. Gonna have to kill you all then. It's the only way. But it'll be fine. Once everything is moved properly, it should be a little bit better. Will you please stop eating my pemmican? That's my very own precious pemmican. You scallywag, you. Oh well. Rose has died again. Poor Rose. Always dying. Oh dear, some sort of psychic pulse wave has swept over the landscape. Your colonists are okay, but it seems that all the wild boars have gone mad. That could be bad. That could be genuinely worrying. Let's activate the cannons. Make this a high priority. We're definitely going to need to babysit the place for this. We actually don't need Yoko Alert anymore, funnily enough. Right, let's get everyone into the home group and only the home group. Turn on all of the guns, please, and do it so quickly. Really, we've got a raid as well. Oh no. Oh no. This is a raid. Aha. I'm actually kind of excited for this one, but at the same time, game, that is massive cheese. You're trying to take me down by forcing me to split my attention. Fine, I'll rise to the challenge. You wretch. What we got? We've got a spear and 2 clubs. Ah, perfect. Melee. How did you know? How did you know this was my favorite? Okay, well, let's get all of this hauled if we can. We need to wall off this area, though. Something a bit simple like this should do. And we'll have a little bit of a wall up there as well. That way, all of this can be used as a storeroom. Yoko's doing okay, I think. I'd actually like, before we do anything else, yeah, we're going to need an animal area. It's, we are expand animal area 1. You can live in here for the most part, except when you're drafted. Both of you, actually, Yoko, you can go anywhere, but definitely the two of you definitely need to be in that area. Also, whilst we're here, we may as well set up the production building, so the butcher's table can go right there. I know it's not ideal. I should have made this a little bit bigger, but it's done now, so it's going to be the way it is. And then a little fire there. Actually, let's not put the fire next to the animals. I think that may be a little bit cruel. Also, I just realized that I've not got a place for the calf because I just didn't expect it. Okay, there we go. Right, so let's go and have a look, because this is probably the more dangerous of the locations. The boars shouldn't be too... No, Wilson, why? Do you have any idea how dangerous that weapon is? It will easily destroy you. Easily. And one actually made it down there as well. Okay, there we go. Right, let's go and check on everything down here. Where's the enemy? Oh, they're just milling around, being derps. That's fine. We don't... Well, actually, we may as well have this place under the roof as well. That shouldn't actually be too much of a problem. They're making their way down. Let's make sure that no one kills themselves. Flurgles, why? Flurgles, why? Yeah, see, Flurgles. This is why I don't leave you unattended, generally. Because every time I do, you disappoint me somehow. Okay, you guys get everything sorted. I think that's the last of them. Yeah, it is. Okay, so let's get everyone back to Huskies just not being allowed to get stupid drunk and everyone else being allowed to go everywhere. There we are. Go ahead. This is actually quite fun, having to manage everything like this. Now, we've almost got this place sealed in. It's taken them a little while to get down here, which is fine. There we go. The last couple of things we need to wall off. I am a little bit frustrated with our animals eating the pemmican. Should have brought some hay grass. Well, that's the thing, is when they're out and about, they don't need it, strictly speaking. They can just graze on the trail. Down here, they actually need it. There we go. That can also be hauled in. Ideally, sooner rather than later. Now, I'm just going to let everyone just chill out, actually, and get whatever building materials they need brought in. That'll be best for me. There we go. Right. Now then, this is what we need. Butcher creatures. Pretty much forever. Don't ever stop doing it. Just butcher all of the things. The table will set up for meals in time. We can make more pemmican, which is going to be useful. Right. The Red Hill are launching their attack. Fine. We'll also have plenty of leather as well, which would be nice. Right. There we go. Let's get this place nice and sealed in. We're good. Right, where are they going to go for? They'll probably come around and actually try to break through. So, let's get down there and give them something to fight. Right, Kaya, you can stand there, take some shots where you can. Dark Aavak, I would like you to move out a little bit further. That's right. Oh, very well done, Kaya. Very well done. Fantastic, they're already breaking. No, they're not. Release Yoko. Yoko, you are released. Yoko, you may attack yet. Yoko, they're the scallywags who need to be slain. Ah, Yoko. What we can do with you? Well, you're going to be finished off, okay? This is the way it's going to happen. But first, going to strip you. That way, everything you've got can be sold for a higher price. And then we're going to kill you. And then we're going to chop you up. And Dark Aavak is going to use you to make delicious noms for both he and Yoko. The best of all noms, right? Strip, then slay, finish off. There we go. Right, all of these Did you enjoy that? Had a nice chat with someone. Did you enjoy? I don't know what just occurred, but I think it was funny. Right, if you could please, sure, bring everything in. All of that is to be brought in. We've got to be super efficient, but again, it gets back to that. Oh, right, actually, that should not be. No, that should not be being hauled in. No. But everything has to be efficient again. I really, really enjoy it. Let's get you guys all stripped down. It doesn't matter about stripping you. I mean, it'll happen by itself anyway. Right, you're free to do what you want. Please get the things in for me. There we are. And everything should be good. We've already got so much meat. Oh, good times. Yoko, there's so much food for you now. Oh, poor Yoko. There we are. Yoko is fully healed. Eat. Be happy. Nom on everything you want. It's all yours. Literally, actually, you know, honestly, I think that if it came down to it, Dark Aavak would, if he had any like non-metal arms, he would actually proffer one so that you could eat it, because you could always put a metal one in its place eventually. I absolutely think that Dark Aavak would have done that. It's like, look, you know, you can't be a leader with both arms. Basically, it's a simple concept. I don't know why everyone's so confused. Right, let's get all of this in there. Go. Ah, fantastic. And it's reasonably warm. They're actually sleeping in some comfort. Alright, let's expand out this zone as well. We want this zone to be gigantic and storing of everything. All of the things need to be stored in this zone. Don't actually want it to be unroofed though. To be warm. Could I build... I mean, I could just expose it to the temperature outside. Just by removing a wall, realistically. Sure, okay, we'll do that. There's no point in having the door then, though. The main thing I'd like to avoid is having animals getting in here. So, I noticed that there was plenty of steel down here. Let's mine a bit of this steel, just so we can build a vent so that we can control the temperature. That'll do. I think that'll be perfect, actually. Let's get all of this moved in as well, please. Thank you very much, Yoko. Yoko is extremely diligent in her duties. Flurgles, how are you feeling? Good. Valerie? You can go and rest then as well. Never say I don't do anything for you. There we are. Exotic traders. Marvelous. Perhaps we can get some cool stuff off you. Really? These things are still out there? Really? Horror story. You're hauling hay. Did I... Oh. I did. My bad. My bad there. Sorry, Horror Story. I've given you a really annoyingly simple task to do. I actually need other people to be doing this a little bit higher then. Unfortunately, I'm going to set everyone who's got hauling of 2 priority to now do it as a priority. Because we desperately need that done. This is actually not a bad little place here, I think. Not a bad little place. We are absolutely going to be butchering the human like though. However, we're going to make a very specific one for that one. Again, this one will be only butcher human like, and only Dark Aavak can do it, because Dark Aavak won't care. You are much better at this at Dark Aavak. Wow, seriously? How so? Oh, it'll be cooking. Yeah, okay. I was like, wouldn't this be like melee combat? You're not that much stronger, but no, it's cooking. That's fine. Right, okay, Atlas. I'm afraid you're going to have to wake up and go and have a bit of a chat. Let's see. We can shed ourselves of some animals. We can also shed ourselves of some food, which we don't want to do. We can... We're not shedding ourselves of that. We will, however, take all of these. I need money here, though. So, as much as I want the Psychic Sooth Pulses, I only need one of these to be able to get the Persona Core. They've got plasteel. We need that plasteel. Anything else that we don't strictly need? We don't need all of these Scyther Blades. Just don't need them. The AI chip, not a terrible idea. The Joy Wire, also not a terrible idea. We could sell them. I'm not sure that we want to, though, on that score. got a lot of gold that we could shed, and we've also got many, many pieces of art. Some of them really bad ones. But at least we've got a couple that are actually really nice. So there we are. We've actually made a decent bit of profit without selling some of the really, really, really good components that we want to keep. We could also then shed a couple. Well, actually, how old do you get to? Nothing expected to see it. Maybe we should upgrade some of our boom rats. Oh, that's an idea. It's a weird one, but then we'll never have a problem with them just exploding randomly in the middle of our animal pen. That might be a solid idea, you know. We'll keep you. As for the Huskies, yeah, I'm afraid many of you are going to have to go. We simply don't have the time to train you. So you're just mostly a drain on our resources. Sorry about that, but it's just the harsh reality is here. But there we go. We'll make a fair chunk of money, only they cannot even remotely afford that much. So let's take back some of the stuff that is acceptable by everyone. And I guess we could take this back. And then, yeah, okay. Because more or less anyone will buy that. So it doesn't quite make us as much money as we wanted, but it's good. I'll accept it. 566, nothing to sniff at. There we go. Let's get that hauled in, please and thank you. Let's have a quick check. Disassembling mechanized forever. Is there any particular parts that we were looking to make? We want to create a synthetic heart still. We could always just jet that over to Dark Aavak if needed. That would be rather funny. Here you go. And here's some Glitter World meds as well, just in case you've run out. And also, please now install this in yourself out in the middle of nowhere, where you know you don't have an awesome bed. And yeah, maybe this is a bad idea in retrospect. Okay, I'm rethinking that plan. It seems possibly a little bit dumb. But what doesn't seem dumb to me is the installation of another wind turbine. So let's get that installed about there, I'm thinking. About there, actually. Because that will block it. And then we'll get this built behind. And with that, we should actually be pretty solid for power over here. We're going to need to concrete this, though. Because I feel that this does not make for a particularly safe area. I'd like this sort of construction area here to be properly concreted. And yes, I know we can't quite do this. We can get around the edges though, which is good enough. There we are. You know what? Let's not put that down there. Let's instead reinstall this over here or something similar. Just to be out there and we can see the stars, etc. It'll be nice, I think. Yeah, everything seems to be coming along reasonably well at the moment. But I think that's where we're going to be ending this episode. So we've had to break camp a lot sooner than intended, but we've already prepared an enormous amount of food. So I'm not too worried about breaking that camp and abandoning it really quite soon. I would like these to be brought in as a bit of a priority because they're just going to deteriorate from being outside, if nothing else. So hopefully we can get all of that sorted. We've got a lot of things down here still being hauled as a priority, and thank you for that, because at least it's getting moved around to the right place. But yeah, Wilson, minor break risk. You can chill out. Let's have a final glance at how things are going over here for Dark Aavak and company. They're going reasonably well. Hopefully we'll be getting some human noms in the very near future, and that'll mean we'll have human meat as well, which will be double good. And yeah, I think we recovered from my initial massive and awful derp. But that's going to be it from me. So as ever, do hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next. But until then, do take care.